They've left the forks there, look. 3 forks. They couldn't give a fork. As 2 people walking uphill coming away from the ruins on that side, because you come up that sloping path, it's like a bit of a road, and it takes you up onto the top road eventually. Then you just follow the proper stone road track all the way along. But there's been loads of these buildings and they've all dropped to bits and collapsed. What's left of them here? It's all that's left, a pile of rubble. Won't be long before these are just the same, they're just going to collapse in on each other. When the wall, you can see where the wall is going to give way eventually. It just takes one like pebble like that one to give way, and the whole lot just comes down and starts smashing all the rest of it on the way down. So that's why, if you do camp there, stay away from the wall in case it collapses when you're asleep. You just get flattened and killed. Right. Can't wait to get down to the slab bridge area where there's a big huge concrete slab goes across the gill, where there's another one coming down from up there to the left to meet it. So basically, even though we haven't had rain for days, it's still a nice place where you've got lots of running water to fill up your canisters with water for cooking purposes or drinking after you boil it up. So many times on US military news, they've often said that Lady Di is going to make an appearance soon, because she's just been in international protective custody, the same as loads of other people that you think that was dead. They're all going to start coming out. So I think what they've been waiting for is the stock market to collapse, get rid of Biden's gone, the black market crash, so they'll bring in the new QFS system, find out the baddies in the Secret Service, and because they're just trying to assassinate Trump again, so he's got to try and find out who the bad people are. So if they do come out of protective custody, they're not going to kill them straight away. So the latest ones, like I said, that they're saying is coming out of protective custody early because he wants to expose the music industry. Michael Jackson, he's supposed to be making an appearance on the 12th of August. So it's the 11th today, so and obviously they need the stock market, they need the crash so they can swap over to the QFS quantum financial system for the money, so get away from the SWIFT system and the corrupt banks, get rid of the petrodollars and the American dollars, and so there's no, it's all going to be digitalized, so they can't borrow your money and spend it and charge you interest. It's going to be none of that, and we're all going to get back the money that was placed on us at birth, where they put bonds on our birth certificate. So we're getting back all that money that they've made off us from being born. And as soon as you go to the registry office and register yourself, they make a bond and get money from what you're likely to earn in your livelihood, your lifetime. So we're all going to be getting that back. And at my age, 64 going to 65, I'm going to get between 7 million and 11 million. So that'll be nice for me. We're all going to have money in our pockets. So Right, so there you have it. Off to the right, like I said, Surrender Bridge. If you went right over there and follow the road round, it would take you back to where I normally park the car when I come over to Low Row. It's 3.5 miles that way. Back that way, public bridleway, Gunnerside, 2.25 miles. That way to the BLAKETHWAITE dams is 1.33 miles. But I'm going to be taking that path there, going round and down, going down the river and following along to the dam. The ruins. And that's where I'm going to take a rest. So you follow this path round and down. You can't take that path up and round and along the middle of the hill, and then you come into a zigzag path that takes you down to where I'm going at the ruins, and it brings you down behind them. But it's quite a steep path to go down. And if you continue along, it takes you right, if you follow the pathway all the way along, it takes you where it bends round to the left to go to the BLAKETHWAITE dams. Here's them two people walking along there now. So they're going to be following the road right along and over past where that Land Rover was, and then eventually drop down into Gunnerside again. One of them has got shorts on and got a backpack on nearest to me in dark clothing, and then the other one behind's like wearing like a turquoisey blue. I can't, they're not close enough to see the male or female, but they're the first humans I've seen since I started off. Oh, more sea vicar. So you can see where the thin path can come along there and take it to these old ruins here, straight across. And then you can scrabble up there and go along to that old abandoned house type thing. But further along there's an entrance into a mine where it's like the Half Moon entrance. It's just down there, and they've got the old railway cart outside where it's still got like parts of the railway lines coming out of the hole. So when you're coming up the hill, when you get to that wide junction, instead of going up where they've just gone, you like bear off left and come along here to where the ruins are here, and you can drop down to where that old mine entrance is. Right, so we'll get a closer look when we get down there and around the corner. We'll be closer to it. I hope Michael Jackson does make an appearance tomorrow the 12th, because that means the rest of them will be ready to come out of hiding that's been taken into protective custody away from the elites that's trying to kill them, the deep state. So we might see Lady Di come out soon, and we're definitely going to see JFK Jr. because he's been Trump's vice president for months and months and months now. This J.D. Vance is just a cover. There's something going on. There's always a reason why they do things, and eventually you find out what. It's just, Trump is so clever. He plays 5D chess, and he's always got counter moves, and he's always doing things which is going to fight the deep state, the cabal, the evil satanic pedophiles. Absolute evil in this world, but they're not human beings. They're people that's been taken over by these dark satanic aliens, if you like. Now I know when you start hearing people talking like that, you think, oh, there's a screw loose. But you've just got to open your mind and don't be like all the rest of the sheep. Use your own discernment, look it up, do lots of research like I've been doing for years, and then you start to uncover the truth for yourself. And then when you follow these truth channels all the time, after you follow them so long, when they've taught you, and you can go back years from when you first started researching, and if things have come to fruition, what they said like 3 to 4 years ago, you know that they're good and not the bad ones, giving you misinformation and propaganda. So you know who is true and who to follow. That's what I've done over years. Like I mentioned before in some of my older videos, I said my light bulb came on and I woke up when they put Margaret Thatcher in the office. We didn't elect her, they selected her and put her in, because when they put somebody in, it's for to do their work, not our work. So they don't work for the people like they're supposed to. So they're not elected, they're selected and placed into power by the money people, the rich billionaires and oligarchs and whoever's got the most money, and to manipulate politics. And they put their candidates in, not what people have selected and voted for. And that's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's still going on today. Right, so this is just a gentle slope, goes down to meet the river's edge again, and I'm going to walk along the edge of the river, go to the ruins. Yeah, I'll take a rest at the ruins, and I think I might go back that way. It's easy on, like, you know, for trekking back, but it's boring. It's all road. That's the only thing. Right, so I'll just get on this bend and I'll point my camera over to that mine entrance where the railway cart, little cart's sitting outside. And so quite high up from the water here. Right, so you go down here, along and then round the corner to the right there, and then you're at the ruins. Everybody's favourite camping spot. When you get there you'll see why, because it's an ideal place for a pitch a tent, because you're very close to the water. And it's just like I say, there's loads of places where you can put your camping stuff out the wind and rain and when you're cooking. So, and it's very pleasant and quiet here. So once you go to sleep to the sound of the water trickling, you're dead. You just sleep right through. That's a couple of big lumps of bloody sheep's poo. Black as coal. Must have been eating soot. I remember walking along here with corn, and there was a couple of sheep doing by the water side, and he was just walking along, and then they turned around and noticed him and they shit themselves, and they thought, do I run or just casually walk away? And so you can see where people have built like a bridge across the water there. They've built up loads of stones to step across and just go into that little bit of a ruin where the entrance is, where the cart is outside. So if you wanted to go over there and get a close shot with your camera, just across that bridge of stones gone across the river there. So the other way you can do it is when you're coming up the slope and road away from the ruins on the other side, when you cross the river, the pathway comes up, and like I said, it breaks off on a Y junction, so you can come this way and then drop down to that way by that path there. There's a little curly path bringing you down on a Z shape to come down to the top of it from up there, look, through the gorse. Easy to miss though if you don't know it's there. But that's for like the more adventure people that want to go and explore mining, stick their heads in the bloody tunnels and go down with lamps and that, and waterproof oilskins on if I can wade into deep water to get inside. I watched a couple of videos that people have put up on YouTube to do with all these mines that they've deliberately come through from all over and wore the waterproof skins and that zip right up, and they're like divers, like skin suits, and they've gone like wading through waist height water in it with lamps to go further into the mines to see what they can see. Fascinating stuff. I would like to go in there, you know, can you imagine it collapsing when you're in there? Hundreds of tons of stones just come and collapse on top of you. So if the stones didn't kill you, by the time the weight pushes you down and you go into the water, you'll drown. So you die. Either way, it's a horrible death. Either get crushed to death, or you choke to death in water, drown. Both quite nasty. So you can just about water across there because it's all dry. Just go up there and have a quick look at that little mine. If I was inclined, that's what I'd do. I'd just wade across there or go across where they built up the stones. There's that bridge. Especially when it's not been raining for days on end, so basically the river's quite low now, so there's loads of places where you can just wade across without worrying about falling out and dropping in deep water. Right, my second GoPro 9 battery's just gone, so I've stopped there to put a new battery in. So I'm just at the mine entrance where that little train court is, outside of it, and there's a ruined house further up there. And now I'm going along to the main ruins here where everybody's just at camp. So obviously the first battery an hour and a half, second battery now will be an hour and a half. So the first battery, what time did I leave the car? Was it half 7 or was it just after 8 o'clock? First human I see, I'll be asking at time. Couldn't ask for better weather though, like I say, because it's just a very, very, very slight breeze. The sun's out, so it's just one of them rare days that you get when you come out of Yorkshire and it's not coming down with you know what. So you've got to make the most of them days like this. When you get to Slab Bridge, it's nice to just sit on the slab bridge and dangle your feet over the side, because you're right above the sound of the water going underneath you. It's lovely. I think I left the house at, well, the Luke shops. When I looked, it was 6:30. And I left the car, I'm sure I left the car when I locked it up, started recording with my GoPro 9. It was just after 8 o'clock or 8:30. One of the two, I can't remember. It'll be on my video, because I always like say, right, it's such and such time, and I'm just going to set off now after locking the car. I do that deliberately so I know how long it's taking us to get where I'm going, and I always like point out how many miles I've done in certain places as well. And I used to set my GoPro 8 up to record the journey out of here, but I haven't been doing it lately. Especially when I've been stopping and starting all the way here and pointing out little name signs to show you where I am, like low row and that. BLAKETHWAITE, pub names, anything to help you to find out where I'm at. Right, so this is Gunnerside Gill, Gill, and it's going up the BLAKETHWAITE dams and the ruins. And you can see the old lime kiln, the round chimney with the arch entrance on it. What's left of it on the other side. Now, when I go back that way, if I go back that way, I'm out in the open all the time with the sun blasting down on my head, which is doing, I can feel it starting to burn my forehead. So I'm a bit concerned about getting sunburnt. So when I get in the house and all, so when you're in the dark, you light up like a red Gunnerside beacon. Microlight, is it? Or helicopter? You can just see through the clouds here, there's an aeroplane going along with what I was talking about earlier, trails with chemicals in it. I won't say the full word because obviously you just get flagged. But it's coming out the back of the plane, and it's not contrails, it's the other one. In other words, they're spraying with like bugs with all these bad chemicals that's coming out the back of the planes, and they've been doing it for decades. Right, so there's the ruins up ahead. You can just see the corner on the wall. So I'm nearly there. Now there's two people laying sheep at the ruins there, look. So like once again, you see, this is another reason why I didn't bring Bay, because I couldn't relax, I couldn't enjoy myself, because I couldn't let him off the leader for to get a breather from him, pulling and pulling and pulling, where he would tire us out, because he's so powerful. You cannot relax and enjoy a walk. But I'm enjoying this one because obviously I haven't got to worry about him, and he's not dragging us along on his leader all the time. I'm constantly trying to pull him back to remind him that I'm on the end of the leader. We've got the bikes, they're going to start going across the river there now, we start going back that way by the looks of things. So, first sign of life I'm getting close to on all the walk. Like 3 hours on from parking the car. Right, get up here, so past the mud. Oh, right. Here we are at the ruins where everybody camps out, and this is the corner where you set up your cooking stuff, because there's a little square cut off in the back inside with a shelf where you can put your grills and what have you, frying pans, do your cooking. Oh, right, oh. Up you go. Oh. That's it. There they go. So as you can see, this is a perfect place for put your cooking utensils down on. There's a sheep just here, down to your left, look. Hello girl, hello. Hello girl. Obviously it must have been sitting down there out the sun, because it's hot for them and all, getting big woolly jumpers on in this heat. So all the way along here I was walking past sheep sitting against walls, nothing, trying to keep out the sun in the shade. There's another one there, look. These are the two I saw back there. All the nettles grown up in the that's where everybody used to camp, put their tents, pitch the tents in there where all those nettles are grown up now. But this area here is nice and soft and flat as well. That's one the sheep has nicked off, because normally they're terrified. Hello, hello girl, hello. There's one there, having a good scratch against the wall. There's two there, three.